Hold on. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hello, folks. Hello, folks. It's Fandango Friday. I'm not going to sit out in that cold, windy weather and watch baseball. So we're doing Fandango Friday. I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana liqueur reviews. James P. Madonna's in New Jersey. BC's beer reviews. BC's beer reviews. He's in Michigan. And regardless of it, if it's in a bottle or can, he's going to review that beer, but not tonight. We're doing liqueur. And so now James is going to start us off with the musical intro. Oh.
Yes, it is Fandango Friday, right after a very invigorating, thundering Thursday. But at least I got my thunder in at the beginning because
you got kicked off.
I got kicked off at the end when I try to do my sign off thundering. But at least I got 3 good thunders in. And Fandango Friday, yes. And there's Orangey. Poor thing got disturbed. Ooh. You poor thing. Yeah, they like to find their favorite spots, where they're.
No, it reminds me of Warshake from what's that? The Watchmen. And it's like they had that prison scene with Warshake. And it's like it's not a matter of you being locked in here with, or how do you say it? It's not a matter of me being locked in here with you, but it's a matter of you being locked in here with me. So
yeah, and people say, "Did I adopt a cat?" I said, "No, the cat adopted me."
Yeah,
they choose you. They're very independent, and it's not like a dog where they have to have human contact. Like
no, she wants contact only when she wants it.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't want it, she's like, "Go away, go away."
It's like a female, when they want something, they come around.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I won't say too much there. All right, anyway, but I could. Now here's
all right, go ahead.
Here's the party
bucket. We all good.
And I'm gonna shake it up. Don't be scared. I'm shaking up the party bucket. Okay.
Yeah. Don't be worried about you, Jay, man.
I'm reaching in, and I found New Amsterdam Peach, vodka and natural flavors. So New Amsterdam Peach.
Which means it probably has less than 40% alcohol by volume because of the flavoring.
It is
probably.
Like how they put it in microscopic print. You got to be like Ray Milland with the man with the X-ray eyes to read it. Okay.
This German girl had no idea what Rumpelminz was. She never heard of Rumpelminz. I said, "You never heard of it? It's 50% alcohol, and it's the best peppermint schnapps I ever had." And she was German. Living over there.
Well, it might just mostly a U.S. export. Most Germans can't get the Spaten Optimator, but Spaten Optimator is a really popular Doppelbock sold in the United States. But you go to Germany and say, "What do you think about Spaten Optimator?" And they say, what is that?
What is that? What about the? I know they have a white wine called Schwarz, Black Cat.
May the Schwartz be with you.
I mean the Schwarz. No, it's on the label. It's when the Black Cat when they raise their back like a Halloween cat. Yeah. It's a good. It's there's white wine and May wine where they put strawberry juice and an herb called woodruff in the white wine. Woodruff.
All right.
But
now,
so
James is going to show us what he's got.
Okay, I'm going to show you what I get. There's method to my madness with the music. I got the Paddy's Irish whiskey.
Oh.
And I got the story of Paddy's on the website, and I will post the website because I know St. Patrick's Day is the next holiday after Fat Tuesday. And
I just did a taste challenge with Paddy's about 3 days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now, BC, what do you have?
This might be unique for tonight. I don't know, but I'll show you what I got.
Oh, E&J VSOP.
Yep, that's what I got tonight. That's brandy, as far as I can tell.
It is, and it's made in California.
Yep. So, I mean, this was kind of a spare of the moment deal, so I didn't look this up too much before I came on here. So
don't worry, I know a little bit about it. What's wrong, James? You're making a funny face.
No, not at you. I'm making a funny face because it won't allow me to copy and paste it. Oh, here we go. Never mind. I was doing something. Hold on. I got it.
That's all right because I was just on that website the other day, so I won't have any problem getting it. All right, Now, so here we go. I'm gonna go to mine first, and we may have other people joining. You never know, but I've never looked up the New Amsterdam website, so I'm gonna have to look that up now.
Oh.
I might have looked it up when I was doing my research, but I can't. It was months ago. Let's see. New Amster, and you know where New Amsterdam is?
Yeah, New York.
Yeah, it's over in Europe.
Yeah, because Amsterdam is in the Holland, and the Dutch are the ones that founded New York, and they're the ones that found out about the Concord grapes with their foxy grape characteristic, and that this is not like pips.
You know, some video this dumbbell was saying, I can't find Holland on the European map. Where is Holland? And the other person was even dumb and dumber. He didn't know that the Netherlands was Holland. So it shows you these kids now in college, they don't even know that Holland and the Netherlands is the same. Oh, you
geography.
Sorry, the website made me. The website was locking me up. All right, now the Dutch started the New Amsterdam, and their colony was called New Holland, New Netherlands. And, they're the ones that discovered those New York Concord grapes. Wasn't really what they were looking for, but they were in New York, so they had to use the grapes that were available. They started that New York wine industry. So yeah, VSOP. We're gonna talk about VSOP in a little bit. Let's go to New Amsterdam. I'm gonna do a screen share, and let's see if we can find the Dutch product.
Conestoga. That's connected to Taylor Wine, right? Conestoga. Something like that. Yeah. Canandaigua. Yeah.
Canandaigua. Yeah. Okay. Next level smooth. 5 times distilled, 3 times filtered, 93 point. This is New Amsterdam, their flagship, the vodka. I did the Pink Whitney already, which was something to do with a hockey player. The all-star lineup. Let's discover the flavors. Each distinct flavor is blended using our original vodka for an ultra smooth finish. Oh, damn good drinks. And let's see where to buy it. So there's a locator tool. New Amsterdam Spirits Company, Modesto, California. Well, there's your tip-off right there. That's E&J Gallo. Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. All these monopolies all over the place. Look at all those flavors, man. Damn. Would you freeze again, Ron? Now this is he's not a warlock like L. Ron Hubbard. He is Ronald J. Theriot, and I think he froze again.
Sorry, their website is locking me up. Their website is slow and it's locking me up. Sorry about that. Their website, some of these websites kill all your bandwidth. Now I was going to say, if you go to Pennsylvania and you meet the Dutch, guess what? They're not Dutch.
No, they're Deutsch.
Here's the peach. Let's see what they say.
Unless that weasel that runs StreamYard is doing that on purpose so people buy the professional version. I saw a picture of Jason Cleveland showed me a photo of him, and he's worse looking than Mark Zuckerberg. But anyway, here we go. Oh. They did it again to run.
They might slow it down to get you to pay $10 a month, but
no, $25 a month. For but do I want 10 video screens up on my show?
All right, I'll try to work.
Drive me bonkers. 10 people yapping at the same time.
New Amsterdam Peach offers. No, that's no fun. New Amsterdam Peach offers notes of succulent peach flavor and is rounded out with orange blossom and a touch of vanilla to create a complex and pleasant fruit profile. It's soft, I like how they white. You can't read it. Soft, refreshing mouth leads to a smooth, clean finish. Okay.
That font is not easy to read.
As usual, they're letting us.
I wouldn't be a pass to it. Any computer programmer that looks like a weasel geek is capable of anything underhanded. Masumi, good morning from Japan. Masumi, it is now 7:46 a.m. in the Tokyo area. Yeah, nobody said he wasn't. Max Volt. How are you?
Max Volt is in Russia. All right, now on with this. Sorry for the getting locked up there, but some of these websites will just kill your bandwidth. All right, New Amsterdam Peach vodka with natural flavors. And as usual, the website lets us know that this is the most fabulous product you can get. All right. But if everybody's product is the most fabulous product, they're all equally awesome. All right. Anyway. New Amsterdam Spirits Company, Modesto, California. In other words, E&J Gallo. And let's see. I didn't pay too much for it. Wait, somebody got some scratching.
Yeah, I hear a lot of scratching going on. What's going on here?
I think BC decided to renovate his house in the middle of the hangout. Okay. We'll get back to him. He'll unmute it. So I'll put the little bottle back with the cap back on. Never had this in my life. No coloring added. It just said natural flavor. So it's clear light vodka, as you can clearly see. Sometimes they'll add caramel color for the peach color. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
It smells like nothing right now, but I do have too big of a glass. Let's see. I made some pumpkin pulp oatmeal this morning with oatmeal and pumpkin pulp from the can.
Okay.
And I put cinnamon and sugar in, some salt in the oatmeal and the pumpkin and honey. And then when I sprayed the whipped cream on the top, this cat went berserk because she wanted to stick her head in the bowl. Demanded that I let her stick her head in the bowl and lick all the cream out of it. I said, no.
No. Well, spray a little in her cat food dish or something.
Yeah, but she only eats cat food, and I think if I give her that other stuff, she'll start throwing up and get sick and stuff.
Well, I've been the way I've been cooking my oatmeal, aside from steaming it in the big Chinese stainless steel steam pot, which actually cooks it faster. I've been using this guava paste from the Spanish section of the store, and it has sugar in it, and it's a block of guava paste, and let me tell you, it's mighty good. And guava is very high in vitamin C, and it tastes really good. So I've been doing that. Good.
That sounds interesting. One more thing about New York wine. They had this wine they come out with a few years ago. It's Wild Irish Rose, which is of course a cheap, it's a cheap Concord wine, New York wine. But this one it was called Wild Irish Wild Fruit. It was Wild Irish Rose wine with ginseng added. Now, I don't know if ginseng is any good to put in wine, but
I don't know how much they have in there to begin with. I mean, the Asian people do put a whole ginseng root in a bottle of rice wine and let it soak, let it become an extract or a tincture. But as far as these flavored drinks, who knows how much is
it didn't say with ginseng flavor. It said with ginseng. It was an interesting flavor, I have to admit, but I mean, I wouldn't make a habit of drinking it, All right, anyway, cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, and by the way, guess who owns Wild Irish Rose? You got it, Ian J. Gallo.
Yeah, when you show the ingredients, the first thing that came to mind was that cheap Holland House cooking wine from the supermarket. Like had preservatives in it. It wasn't too appealing. The ingredients of.
They sell Holland House right over here.
Sodium content alone is high.
Oh, okay. My favorite beer I've ever tried. West Flaterian 12. West Flaterian 12 is the best. It's from the Trappist Monk. Oh, BC got dropped off. He'll be back. He must have had some internet issues. Alexis.
Yeah, his internet, his Wi-Fi is like people in third world countries' Wi-Fi. Jordy from Scotland, howdy.
All right, so the flavor here, real fast. It's nice. It's like peaches, peach skin, peach pulp, cold peaches, but it's not too sugary, no. But it's not as flavorful as like what I had yesterday afternoon, the Taka apple. This flavor here is a little bit neutral, so not too exciting, I'm afraid to say. But you know what? I don't feel bad because I didn't make the product. I'm just reviewing it. So the score here is not going to be too high because it's a little dull.
I shared the information with Jason. We're going to bash them for sure Sunday. Old Jeff Bezos,
he's got to pay for his space trips. All right.
Yeah, the spaceship, the top of his spaceship that looks just like his bald head.
Now, Jordy, we get a different Foster's in America. We get a 5% Foster's, and we get a 5.5% Foster's Ale, which you'd probably like the Foster's premium bitters. Okay, James is going to present.
Do they still make the lager the big.
Oh
the
yeah,
big,
yeah. Oh
the
yeah.
big oil, they call it the oil can or something. It's a big can.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Blue and gold, I believe. Foster's.
Yeah. And the
It's
ale is green.
yeah.
The ale is green and gold. The ale is green and gold.
Green and gold. It's Australian for beer, mate. It's Australian for beer. Yeah, that's it. I remember. What's his name? Ben Hogan, Paul Hogan.
Paul Hogan, yeah.
Crocodile Dundee, the one that left his real wife for that blonde that was in the movie.
Oh no.
Yeah, the blonde with like the Polish last name. Yeah. Anyway, I am going to the website. Hold on. For those that just jumped on, I have Paddy's Irish whiskey, probably one of the best bangs for the buck in whiskeys, actually, in general. To be honest with you. Okay. So beloved, they named the whiskey after him. To the world, he was one Patrick J. O'Flaherty. To his friends, he was Paddy. And many friends he made, a kindly beloved fellow. Paddy traveled pub to pub across Ireland for more than 4 decades, selling Cork Distillery's map of Ireland whiskey in the best way he knew, with free drinks and well, they always taste better when they're free, and generous servings of conversation. I thought I was going to say banger sausages, and before long, patrons and publicans. Oh, that's before they repeat themselves. They become republicans again. Alike were clamored for more of Paddy's whiskey. So the name was changed to honor the man himself. Blah, blah, blah. Triple distilled, aged in oaken, which probably means oaken casks of County Cork, Ireland. Was always light, balanced, and pure. A smooth, accessible whiskey for nearly a quarter millennium. Yeah, 25 years, right? And it remains.
A quarter millennium would be a
40.
quarter of 1,000.
Wait a minute. Millennium is that. Millennium, a century is 100. Yeah, millennium is 1,000. Okay, gotcha. And it remains just so today, whenever friends join together around the award-winning whiskey, bears Paddy's name. Now, to get the information, I'm going to have to get my magnifying glass out. And it's probably 40%. Let's see. Yeah, 40% alcohol by volume.
Yeah,
Established. Yeah, you're right. Established 1779. Wow. County Cork. Established 1779. A blend of grain, malt, and pot still. Pot still. Well, the grain would be barley, of course. So I'm gonna pour it. Oh, my eyeballs. Whiskey. Well, by the blessings of higher power, the blessings of higher. I don't think higher power is involved in fermenting these hard liquors. They go into the history. They got some nice awards there. Very pleasant smell.
You want to take a guess who owns this brand?
Sazerac?
How did you guess?
Because it seems they own everything. They own everything except Ron D. Jeremy rum. It has a lovely smell. Did they use peat? Did the Irish smoke it with peat, or is that Scotch?
No, just the Scotch. Just the Scotch.
Just the Scotch whiskey, okay. O'Keefe.
No, I've never tried O'Keefe.
This is a knife.
Yeah, that's not right.
That's not a knife. This is a knife. I had one of those Bowie knives. I sold it. I just have the machete now. Anyway, light amber as opposed to the Johnny Walker Scotch last night, which was a medium amber. Very light floral type of aroma. Then again, what isn't? Very extremely smooth flavor. Yeah, it's one of my favorite whiskeys. It's like a hint of vanilla, but the malt is predominant, the barley malt. I guess they one of the reasons why they use barley, it might be high in gluten like wheat is. It for like you need that for fermentation for the yeast to feed on it.
Yeah, they use two types of whiskey. When you get these blended whiskeys, they use grain alcohol from a column still. Then they use copper pot still whiskey from a copper pot still. And then they use single malt barley, which is malted barley. And that gives it the flavor. See, the grain whiskey is neutral. It just tastes, it's like vodka. It doesn't have any flavor. So they use that about 80% for the body. But then the barley malt will give it the flavor.
Oh, so it's not 100% barley. It's
No,
a blend.
it's a blended, just
So
like
when
American blended.
Okay,
And
so that's what they mean by blend. See, now I know something for the first
yeah,
time.
they blend grain whiskey, which is made from corn, or although you could use rice, but they use corn because it's cheap. Any
Yeah.
kind of grain you can use, any kind of grain.
Now,
Then
they don't use oat because oat is, I think, low in. It doesn't have any gluten. It doesn't have
yeah,
any.
they could use it, but it would be so problematic that they don't.
Yeah.
They use corn. Corn is
Because oat is high in oils, vegetable oil, and protein. It's not. You need very starchy grains.
right, like corn. Corn is good because it's got a lot of sugar, and the yeast can eat the sugar and turn it into alcohol.
Exactly.
Then they'll add about 20% barley malt whiskey that'll add the flavor. Now in the United States, they'll add about 20% bourbon whiskey, straight bourbon, that'll give it the flavor, you see.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's still a fantastic sipping whiskey to drink straight. I wouldn't use this as to mix in anything. I would just drink it like this. No ice, no mixing. Wow. Jordy, how hope you things are good with you, Jordy. Anyway, really exceptional. I mean, I know there are whiskeys that are far above this that are aged for a long time and smoked with peat. But you know what? For the price, this is a great whiskey. And that's it. I'm not going to play a violin like a lot of people do. They get all melodramatic when they're on the live stream show.
We need BC to come back because he got knocked off.
BC, you got to get yourself. Do they have Spectrum in Michigan, BC? Because that's what I have. I have the total Spectrum package: the phone, the Wi-Fi, the internet, the cable, and the money. The price is right, and it's high speed. It's a good high speed service. So you got to unload it. I have another friend that can't come on my show, an old friend. Why? Because he has an old smartphone and he hasn't upgraded it. Maybe he's tight with the dollar.
Yeah, I have a good system, but I need to get better equipment. I need a new computer. This one is 7 years old.
Yeah.
But
go to Best Buy. They got good deals.
Yeah, or Walmart.
Be careful.
I pay a lot of money every month for high-speed internet cable. Yeah.
I made a huge mistake at Walmart. I bought a desktop, an extra desktop on sale. And guess what it was? It was such a slow piece of crap desktop. It was so damn slow. I had to take it back, and that's what was on sale.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you gotta watch it. Now the one I have here, I bought it a company called Office Depot,
Yeah, I know that.
and it's a Hewlett Packard HP.
It's like Staples. Hope Office Depot is similar to Staples.
Staples, yeah. Well, BC, you got to come back, BC. Now, score, but we'll do the scores anyway. I was really interested in what he thought about that E&J Gallo VSOP brandy. I'm going to bring up the website anyway in a little bit because he'll probably get it. He might have had to, sometimes when your internet crashes, you got to restart the whole system.
I either crashed or he crashed. I hope he didn't fall asleep.
No, I don't think he fell asleep. I just think his system crashed. And you know how sometimes you got to reboot the whole thing.
Yep.
And it could take a while. But I'm going to score, this New Amsterdam. I guess their vodka is fine. And I'm not a vodka drinker because it's so dull. But I know a lot of people love it, but I don't see much to it. But anyway, 70 proof. It's kind of ho-hum, but it's not bad. I can't say it. But I'm going to go with a 81 out of 100. It's a B minus. It's marginally good, but I wouldn't buy it again. It just doesn't have enough flavor. It's just it's too neutral. I'm sorry. Now this King Cake vodka from Taka. All right, Taka is an inexpensive vodka. It's pretty prominent in Louisiana. If you drive down any major highway in Louisiana, there's Taka billboards. Like right now, they got the King Cake vodka billboard. Once Carnival ends on next Tuesday at midnight, well, of course, they're going to push other products. This thing does have a lot of flavor. Now, if you drink too much of it, you're going to wish it didn't have flavor because it's so sugary sweet, it's going to come back up. This is not made for massive consumption unless you're an idiot. But it's got the 3 Mardi Gras colors: purple, myrrh, green, frankincense, and gold. From the 3 wise men, the mysterious wise men, the Magi.
The Magi, the 3 amigos, the 3
and their legendary names are Caspar, Balthazar, Caspar, and Melchior, which may have been their names because there are some esoteric texts from the Middle Ages from Iran and other countries that talked about these wise men, and they claimed that their names were Balthazar, Caspar, and Melchior, and so
they might have came from Persia or somewhere out there.
Yeah, Persia, India, or Afghanistan or something like that. And
Xerxes, the emperor of Persia, Xerxes.
But what the wise men noticed, the Magi, they noticed a strange star because they studied astrology all the time. There was a star that it was strange. And it was a star that would move with you. You could follow it. It would move. Stars don't do that. So they got the impression that this was a very important event.
Bethlehem.
And they came to rest over Bethlehem. Now, Catholic theologians think that the star was actually an angel that was guiding them. You see. So
yeah. Well, the divine messenger was the archangel Gabriel, who in the Muslims call him Jibril. Same angel. He was a divine messenger. Michael or Michael was the defender of Israel, and then you have then Lucifer. We all know
the fallen angel. Then you have the Raphael, another archangel, Raphael.
Ezekiel might have. No,
the archangels are Michael,
Ariel,
Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael.
Well,
All right.
in the Catholic stores, the statues of Raphael, he's holding a fish in his arm.
There's a reason for that. Because if you read the book of Tobit, in the book of Tobit, I'm going to go to James full screen in a moment, and then we'll be back to BC's beer reviews. He'll probably get back on soon. We pray that he will.
Hope he
I was reading the book of Tobit, I think last month. There was this woman who lived in Persia. She was Jewish, of course, Hebrew. And she came from a very wealthy family. I think her family had a hedge fund. They ran a hedge fund business. No, I don't. I'm just joking about that. But anyway, she married 7 different men.
Wow.
And they all died on the wedding night. Because there was a demon. If you read the book, there was a demon named Asmodeus. So on the wedding night, when the guys were like, "Oh yeah, it's time now," they got struck dead. So they said the woman was cursed or whatever, and she said she was very depressed. Like I'm never going to get married because there's this demon. Well, Tobit was a Hebrew in Palestine who would bury Hebrews that were murdered by the Assyrians. And that, so then this angel named Raphael was sent to them to bring Tobit's son, Tobit Jr., out to Persia to marry this woman. And he took on a persona of a human being. And he said, well, let's go on this journey and everything. So the short story long, when he was out there, he said, look, on the wedding night, this demon is going to try to kill you, okay? He said, but you got to take this liver of a fish. There was a certain fish they had to catch. And you take the liver and I think the gallbladder. And you have to roast it on a fire. And the fumes of this fish is going to chase away the demon because they don't like this. So on the wedding night, when Asmodeus showed up, they roasted the fish entrails like they told him to, and the demon got offended, and he ran off. And they said the demon was chased off and brought by the angel into I think they said the upper Nile, which would be like Sudan, and he was chained for a while there. So it was a very interesting book anyway.
Oh yeah, it's fascinating. And so that is the origin of
the fish.
I was holding a fish.
They had to do a certain, but it had to be a certain ritual. You couldn't just. It had to be the liver and the
gallbladder. Maybe you can't be just any old individual just taking a skillet and just cooking it. It was involved in a ritual.
Yeah, and it was a certain type of fish too.
Yeah, I mean, demons don't like certain things. They don't like salt. They don't like things like sage and sandalwood. There's frankincense. There's certain things that they don't like with the vampires, and the garlic or whatever. But anyway, yeah, this ancient history is fascinating. I always liked archaeology too. Now, especially since they're redating everything. What was once thought to be 5,000 years old is now 10,000 plus years old. Like the Sphinx in Egypt, so on and so forth. Anyway, getting back to the Paddy's Irish whiskey. Because of its tremendous smoothness, I'm going to give this a 98% out of 100, and it really is a fantastic whiskey. I mean, the 98% is what I think, comparing it to all whiskeys, whether it be corn whiskey, bourbon or ape woman. That's the skunk apes. What the wives of the skunk apes in Florida, the Sasquatches.
Yes, Tuesday at midnight. Tuesday at midnight, the police in New Orleans make a cordon, a line, and they go down the street and tell everybody, "Go home. Mardi Gras is over." They blare police sirens. They ride on police horses, and they tell them, "Get out."
Yeah, but
Scram.
I mean, doesn't that bring money to the city when if they happen to go overtime?
Now wait, they tell them to get lost and go home. Mardi Gras is over. Now an hour later, they all recongregate and go back into the bars, and the party starts up again. But it's more like a ceremony, you know.
Okay. Well, Jordy, listen, Jordy, Europe will be unified if the shit really hits the fan. Excuse my language, right? It will be unified. The European Union, the NATO. It's not going to be. He's not going to be allowed to pick off every single individual European country one at a time. So and I think. Is Germany, Ronald, is Germany and Japan allowed to have a complete full military force or no?
Yes, but only for defensive purposes.
Defensive. Well, now I think Japan and Deutschland should, for the safety of the free world, I think they should be allowed to go full blast with their technology and their military development. I mean, by now they probably have uh, the plans for building very high-tech weapons right now. I mean, I don't think they've been just sitting on their thumbs.
Japan doesn't have nuclear weapons.
No, they have a space program.
But Japan has a component here, a component here, and a component here. And in about 2 hours, they can put the components together, and then it is a nuclear missile. See what I mean? Japan.
Well, they have a space program, just like China. They do have a very nice, modern-looking craft that they've been utilizing, like China has. But I mean, I believe they have more technology than people think, and they could very quickly build their military. I mean, if
right,
they had,
and Japan has already given implied threats to China that if they played the wrong game, they might win the wrong prize.
Well, if Japan already has android robots that you can hold an intelligent conversation with, which they do, because I've seen the videos, they are capable of many things.
Now you said, but the United States doesn't really want Japan to get too much of a military, because I think the United States is a little bit worried that Japan might have not forgotten about August 1945. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the reason why I'm saying it is because of China, Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un of North Korea. You know what I mean? For the security, and Taiwan was threatened.
Right. Now, what you said, 98 for this, Paddy's?
Yeah, 98% out of 100 for the Paddy's.
Now,
extremely smooth.
Now, you got to get BC back over here. I don't know what happened.
BC, come on, get a good internet service. Oh.
Well, I'm going to show the screen share regardless.
See, mine.
He bought a full bottle of that.
He bought a full bottle, and now he can't give a score or a description. I mean, I could not tolerate a slow, inferior Wi-Fi and internet service. I would unload it in a flash. I demand nothing but the finest. Do you understand, people? All right. I think think Ronald froze. He's not twitching. His nose is not moving. He's not moving at all. I think he froze. Oh, almost time for promos anyway. Oh, there he goes. Wow, look at all those products.
Hello? No. I didn't call you. We're going to hang out now. All right.
Oh,
My father called because he thought I called him. Okay, now, can you hear me?
yeah. Yep.
Okay. Here's what DC was supposed to show us.
Grand Blue. And he bought
Barrel
a bottle.
aged.
Barrel aged.
He bought a full bottle. Barrel aged to perfection, VSOP. That means it's aged 4 to 6 years. Earned the name of Grand Blue to commemorate its premium, smooth finish, and rich flavor. Crafted in the style of fine European brandies, both fans and critics can't get enough of E&J VSOP. This runs about $15 a bottle, so it's actually a pretty good deal. Barrel aged a minimum of 2 years, which is really low because it's supposed to be 4 to 6. Sweet brown spice, vanilla cream, maple, and sherry. It won medals. It has won medals. There's the cocktails, the neat, which is what he was going to drink, ginger, cola. Then there's more recipes. Now, if you really want to go to the top level of E&J, this is where you got to go. I'll show you real fast. You got to go to the XO, but it's going to cost you a little bit, but it's their top level.
Mm-hmm.
Charcoal filtered.
So XO is their absolute top of the line?
Yeah.
Charcoal filtered.
XO brandies are usually 6 to 10 years. It won a double gold at San Diego Spirits Festival in 2018. It won a Ultimate Spirits Challenge finalist, great value. Then you got cocktails, E&J Velvet. All right. Anyway, well, get off of this. So we'll try to update the comments. We got comments coming in fast and furious, like the movie series. Now, we talked about different things. I don't have a lot coming up because, like Wednesday, we're probably not going to have a Joker's Wild Wednesday this week due to sports-related issues. But I would not take offense if, like, James hosted it. Like, let's say James P. Madonna says, I want to do Joker's Wild Wednesday and hosted it. I wouldn't take offense. I would encourage it, actually. But
yeah, but I mean, you would. People will say, "Where's Ronald? Where's Ronald?" I mean, you have a large following, so
yeah,
it's
Ronald's at a game, you know.
Right. Where's Ronald? I'm gonna have to answer 1,001 questions about where's Ronald.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's up to y'all, you know. Whatever. We can skip
I know.
If we skip a week, here's Dimple Pinch. It's got the crown for the Kingdom of Scotland, Queen Elizabeth. I don't know. I got a feeling that Queen Elizabeth's not going to be queen much longer, if you know what I mean.
Oh, her health is declining?
She got a bad case of being 95.
Oh.
She's about to turn 96.
Well, women,
And
women tend to have a longer lifespan.
she caught COVID.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
So she's got COVID and she's 96. She's walking with a cane. Her mind, her mental ability seems good, unlike certain American presidents. But anyway,
She's very lucky to have survived COVID.
Well, she still got it right now. But I think Putin picked the right time, because you got an American president who's not quite sure where he is at any moment. And then you've got the Queen of England, who's probably staying in bed all day due to age.
Yeah. And I highly doubt, my intuition is going to make me say this, I highly doubt if Vice President Kamala Harris has the qualifications or is strong enough to run the leader of the free world. I don't think so.
She might be somewhat qualified to run a small city like Utica, New York, but beyond that,
No, she could be the mayor of a U.S. city. I mean, not a governor of a state, but a mayor of a city, because she's, she likes to giggle all the time. I mean,
think of someone like David Dinkins, but much worse.
I remember what David Dinkins did. He let all the young, able-bodied men become aggressive panhandlers in Midtown Manhattan, harassing the tourists and everybody for money. Like, give me $5, give me, and he let them. He just had a hands-off policy. He told the cops to lay off the brothers, and that's what they did. And David Dinkins, it was horrible. Times Square, 42nd Street area, and the only time it changed is when a younger, more sane Rudy Giuliani, with I think his police commissioner was Bill Bratton from Boston. It cleaned up that whole area, lock, stock, and barrel.
They put the hammer down on all these ne'er-do-wells. All right. Anyway, here is a Dimple Pinch Scotch. It's aged 15 years. 15 years in an assortment of barrels. It was popular with British sailors, so they come up with this triangle bottle, because when you were on the ship, it wouldn't roll.
Very smart.
Can't roll. Now, the sailors apparently had a hard time grabbing it, so they come up with this wire where they could hold it by the wires, and it would keep the cap on. Well, now it's a screw cap. You don't have to worry about the cork coming out.
So sailors did not only drink rum, is what you're saying. Back in the day,
no, they drank rum and whiskey, Scotch whiskey.
Well, I've been on a sailing vessel one time in my life. It was a skipjack. It was called a skipjack, and let me tell you, no motor, just the sails, and it was such a peaceful, relaxing experience where you just hear the sound of the sails and the wind, going up against the sails, and the thing is rocking back and forth. It was really lovely experience. Excuse me. It was really nice. It was very relaxing. So anyway,
yeah, you ready to go through? Ready to go through all these comments as we close out? Uh-oh.
I think some Paddies went down the wrong pipe, because I'm blabbering too much.
Don't feel bad. I know the feeling.
Claude is right. Their technology is more advanced than we think. Even China, they have an ongoing space program that the U.S. media doesn't talk about. All right. Yeah. Peace, love, happiness, and good food. Oh, Lafayette that helped train the Continental Army, right? And
Yeah.
and
Hey, James, he said he just picked up some Lukosova vodka.
yeah, where I'm from, the next town is heavily Polish, and it was wall to wall Polish vodkas, man. I mean, so many different companies, and they're good. They're really good.
Now you threw out a bottle of XO vodka, XO brandy. Well, maybe maybe BC tried the VSOP. He hated it so much he quit to hang out, but I doubt that happened. Not a potato vodka like Luke.
Yeah. Now Whiskey Scout was explaining to me that it's not easy to make potato vodka because potatoes they don't provide the sugars, the carbs to enable the yeast to feed on, adequately. I mean, I don't know why, because white potatoes are supposed to be high on the glycemic index like corn. So I have no idea. God, like Archie Bunker used to say, God bless the king. The queen, God. Well, Putin is a autocratic despot. He is a despot. He is a.
In other words, he's a typical Russian leader.
Yes, right. Yeah, he's a military dictator that pretends to be a military dictator, I guess. Well, it might.
What I heard on Fox War Network today, that they said the Russian army was not doing so well. They were getting beat back by the Ukrainians, which seems hard to believe. But
well, just picture this. Think of the Viet Cong. Okay, we're talking about guerrilla warfare has been historically very successful against modern trained armies. Afghanistan, the Viet Cong. So if the Ukrainians hide, hunker down, have build tunnels and what the hell you call them, bunkers and all that jazz, and just like sneak, bomb, shoot, and then run and go hide somewhere and wear civilian clothes and do urban guerrilla warfare and just go bang 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 pow boom and then take off, retreat, and then do this every once in a while.
Right. Well, if you remember, we're about to get off the air, y'all. Yeah. We're about to get off. Well, BC, we're really disappointed what happened because we like you and we need you to of course, it's really sad, because we wanted him to present his product. But I'll contact him over there on Facebook. Red Dawn. Pinch is probably the best blended whiskey out there, but not for someone on a budget. How much did you pay for it? Well, Claude, I got a shock. I got shocking news for you. Every store I looked up that had Dimple Pinch, they were selling it for $36 to $38. But for whatever reason, Walmart last month had it for $25, $24.99. And I told my friend David about it. I said, David, they got Dimple Pinch for $24.99. He said, if you go back from that store and you don't buy me a bottle, I'm going to be furious. So I bought him a bottle and I got myself a bottle. So I got it for at least $10 cheaper than normal. Can't explain it. but it's pretty good. I like it. I don't adore it like y'all are saying, but anyway, one more thing, and then we'll get off. In 1939, Russia attacked Finland because they wanted some land from Finland, and Finland told them to go jump in the lake. Now, the Russians thought they would beat Finland in 2-3 days. You know, it'd be pretty easy. But the Russians came in there blasting, and they started getting beat. And they could not believe it. People could not believe this. Finland held out November, December, January, February. They finally did not surrender till March. So people were amazed. They said, how could Russia do so poorly against Finland, of all people? Well, you know, they had certain countries like, I don't know, Germany, you know, watching that closely. And Germany said, wow, Russia, they must be pathetic if they can't beat Finland. Well, you know, Germany made a terrible mistake. And didn't work out so well for them either when they went into Russia. So,
well,
anyway,
Napoleon had to deal with the Russian winters also.
Right, but it was just an amazing thing that Russia attacked Finland and was losing for weeks and weeks. And apparently they're in Ukraine and they're not advancing very well. And they said Putin is getting very irritated because he's saying, what's going on? Why aren't you advancing? Why are we not? This should be over in 2 days. What's happening here, you know?
Well, the fat lady didn't sing yet.
Unless there's British commandos on the ground helping Ukraine undercover.
I mean, what about how Russia left Afghanistan? They pulled out.
Yeah, that was a fiasco. That was a fiasco.
Afghanistan, you know. I mean, and the United States didn't do so great against the Viet Cong. I mean,
No.
Guerrilla warfare. It would have worked for the Revolutionary War if the Continental Army would have followed what the Indians did, the Native Americans did, and didn't march out in the open like dopes, like the Redcoats, you know, march out in the open. What made the war turn around is that they were trained by, I think, the Prussians how to use a bayonet, because they really didn't know anything or much of anything about bayonet usage in warfare. And what happens is they snuck up on the British in the middle of the night on their camps, and they left their black powder at home, and they snuck up on the British and attacked with bayonets, and they started winning.
Yeah, well, another big factor in that was that France joined the United States, and France had a huge navy and army. So France was able, and then Spain jumped in, and then the Netherlands jumped in. So you had the United States, Spain, the Netherlands, and France versus England. And so the British said, oh, hell, they just gave up.
I saw the documentary. The Prussians said, thrust and twist. Thrust and twist. How to use the bayonet.
Right. So, but anyway, Ukraine's president was complaining this afternoon. He was saying, we're over here fighting alone and no one's helping us. Yeah, you're not going to get any help, not openly at least. All right. So the Dimple pinch is very nice. I got a lot of work to do with that one. You can see it's a full bottle. The King Cake vodka, well, I mean, that's a novelty. That's a novelty act. I mean, you can't drink too much of this, you'd gag. But it tastes like confectioner's sugar and cinnamon. So I mean, you know, but
yeah. Well, what you could do with the pinch is you could use it in taste tests for Dornbusters.
Well, I am after Lent when Easter comes, because I'm giving up liquor for Lent.
That's good. So, yeah, don't drink on Friday, Ash Wednesday, and then every Friday after that.
I'm not drinking any liquor at all from Ash Wednesday all the way to Easter Sunday. No liquor at all.
Oh, so you're gonna fast on liquor straight through.
I said liquor. I didn't say liqueur. I didn't say liqueur. I said liquor.
You didn't say beer. You didn't say liqueur.
I didn't say beer. I didn't say wine.
You didn't say wine. So before you people throw it up to Ron's face, old Dimple pinch.
Yeah, I said liquor. Now, well, we're really disappointed that BC got knocked off because I was so excited, but well, that's the way it goes, I guess. They got Stout Sunday coming up Sunday morning. I will not be there, but I'm sleepy. I was at a Knights of Columbus meeting last night, and
oh, that's right. You left Thundering Thursday right for the Knights of Columbus.
And they were going on and on. These old retired guys, they don't go to work the next day, and then they just go on and on. And the young guys that got to go to work, it's like, oh well. So
that's what they do when the seniors meet for breakfast at Burger King and whatever. They have, it's a big hangout, and they're there for hours, and they're having breakfast, and they're yapping worse than any old ladies at a beauty parlor.
Yeah, but one good thing, our council was presented last night. The district people came in and they presented our council with the Star Council Award. So our council was given a Star Award as one of the top councils in the United States for 2021. So that's good.
I think you should get coronated with a crown at the Knights of Columbus. You deserve like a crown, like Bacchus, the Bacchus Award.
Well, I'm the recorder. I got to write down everything people say at the meeting.
You kidding me? You got a shorthand? I mean, like a course stenographer? You got to write it down?
Well, I don't use shorthand. I just try to write it, and these people start talking fast, and I'll say, what?
Just video. Just bring your.
I'll write it. I've been doing it for 8 years. I'm going to do it for 2 more years, and I can't do it. 10 years is enough. The recorder is the worst job. They all said, you want to be the recorder? Now I found out why.
You're going to end up like Red Fox on Sanford and Son with the arthritis. All that writing you're doing. Oh, my arthritis. Remember, what's his name? O.J. Simpson. If the glove don't fit.
Yeah, look, I can't get it to go on. I can't get it to go on.
I can't get the glove on. Ooh.
It won't go on. Well, maybe if you do your hand like this, like most people do when they put on a glove. That was the most phoniest thing I ever saw.
That was Johnny Cochran, right? Oh, man.
If it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
That's what Jackie Childs on Seinfeld was supposed to be. Like, he's supposed to be Johnny Cochran.
Yeah, Johnny Cochran. If it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
Yeah, I mean, because he made sure he couldn't put the glove on.
I can't get it on.
I can't get it on.
All right, folks. Well,
good night, noise.
Thanks for watching. Now, James P. Medina is going to close out Fandango Friday with a musical accompaniment. We'll be back next Friday.
Yes, and this Sunday I will be going live at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And at the beginning of the show, well, after the banter, I will be the first head in the middle of the spinning wheel, me, to show people that I'm a good sport and I have a sense of humor and I can laugh at myself. So all you whining crybabies out there, just keep on crying in your crying towel, because I'm the first head that's going to be spinning around. And I look forward to it, because my consigliere there, special counsel, Jason Cleveland, will be there minding the wheel. Jordy, whoever wants to be on, I'll put the link on the Keto Kings Sunday show Facebook Messenger. And then I was going to put it in the comments box, but I was afraid every Tom, Dick, and Harry was going to try to troll the show.
Yeah. Oh, I've been dealing with that.
Yeah, I decided I don't want to do that. Well, it'll work out. But anyway, in honor of Fat Tuesday, I'm going to try and play "The Saints Go Marching In." after I choked on a few drops of Paddy's.
Yeah.
Orangey. All right, that's it. King cake babies.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, now this feral cat, I'm telling you, if you'd have seen this 6 months ago, I'd have been scratched to shreds.
Yeah, because you took your time with her. That's why.
Go ahead, get down. No, get back up.
You took your time with her, and tomorrow you have Doorbusters, right?
No, not till Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
And that'll be the last Dawnbusters till Easter Sunday, y'all.
Till Easter Sunday, and then you will resurrect. No pun intended. You will resurrect Doorbusters after Easter Sunday.
Then it'll be full force, and all the people that say I'm a drunk and an alcoholic, they'll have a lot of evidence to back that up.
Oh yeah, right. People say, "Oh, hey, what's going on?" Ronald Theriot, he went from the Wednesday show and Dawnbusters and Fandango Friday. Now he's doing taste challenges like almost every day, it seems, in the afternoon, and they're making you out to be Boxcar Willie or something, sucking on the booze all the time.
I can't answer for jealousy. I can't answer for jealousy. All right.
The cream always rises to the top, Ronald. The cream always rises.
And she's back up on top of the comic book boxes, laying down. She'd lay there all night if I stayed in this office. All right. But I know what she wants. She wants to get on that soft bed so she can lay next to me and go.
I know. Like they're kneading dough for pizza. Oh, for dinner, I have 2 big turkey breasts that have been engulfed with hot and spicy dry rub, 3 kinds of dry rub, and 1 Cuban mojo with citrus, garlic powder, and I'm going to put it on the stovetop grill, and I already got the rice done. The brown basmati, organic brown basmati rice in the Chinese steam pot, and that's it. It's going to be 2 spicy turkey thighs.
And by the time James is going to sleep, that's when I'm getting up, ready to go.
That's when he's getting up. I'm nocturnal, like my friend in China calls me, the owl. You are an owl, James the Owl Man.
I'm like a night owl in reverse. All right, we all take care now.
All right, bye-bye.
Thanks for watching.